So we are back from our first zero waste grocery run.
Yes, and let's see how many of the items could we find from our shopping list.
Hi, we are Ishita
And Soumya.
and this is Ecological Dilemma.
Today we have challenged ourselves to go for a zero waste grocery run.
By zero waste, we mean that nothing we buy will end up in landfill, which means it has to be either compostable, reusable, or recyclable.
And we're gonna start that by making a list of everything that we'll need for this week.
But that sounds so boring and sounds like a lot of effort.
But you're gonna make me run to the grocery store if we miss something. So we better get to it.
Okay, I guess so.
So we have our shopping list and now we're headed to the store.
We are here, we got our bags, just headed to the store now. Let's see what we find.
First things on our list is tomatoes. And Ishita's gathering some tomatoes in our produce bag. We got this from India. This is made out of plastic, so not necessarily something that we'll buy again. However, if you guys have your own plastic bags that you want to be reusing, for sure, get them. And its competitor right here. No. Yes. One of the other things that we wanted was oranges. The kind that we like are only available in plastic bags, which aren't even recyclable for that matter.
So read labels.
Yep, read labels for sure. So we're gonna have to go with something that's loose, which is good. So we'll end up getting these instead. All right, grapes. Seems like they only have them in plastic bags. There are no loose grapes to be seen. However, something that we found was these are recyclable. So these are a go-go. Seems like we're out of these produce bags. So these will just chill in the cart. We don't necessarily need to be bagging them. Meats. Seems like there's a lot of it with a lot of packaging, and most of it is mostly going to be not recyclable. Yes, this is styrofoam, which is not recyclable, so no. So they have the meat section in here. And for chicken, I guess this is what we have to go with. A little pricey, but I guess that's the price you gotta pay. All right, to the bakery. Did you find anything that's recyclable?
All of those are.
They are? They are? All right, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
We love different kinds of condiments, ketchup and sauces and dip. A lot of these bottles are recyclable, but the caps aren't. So even if we buy this, there will be still waste and the caps will be thrown in landfill. So we're gonna avoid this.
Alright, we're in the cheese section now. We're looking for cheese that we've been looking for it for a while, and we haven't necessarily found a kind of cheese that is in a recyclable packaging.
This is recyclable, which we might also reuse if we buy this, but it also has like a plastic thingy as a packaging in it. So yeah, again, I'll try it.
Milk. Yes, there's these plastics, which again are recyclable, however the caps aren't, so we're not going to go with these. They usually carry these glass containers of milk over Rice Dairy. Yes, we do end up liking these, and the good thing about it is all the caps also are recyclable. Next is heavy cream. Let's check out what they have here. This does seem to be recyclable, which it says down here. However, the label isn't, and probably the cap isn't either. So we gotta go with something with a Tetra Pak. This, I'm pretty sure would be recyclable. However, this one doesn't have a cap. So maybe that's the one that we should be going with. And looking harder, this actually isn't recyclable. So this goes back in the fridge. And next is potatoes. Let's see. Ishita really likes these hash browns.
These are my favorite.
All right.
Oh god, it's not.
Really?
Not
Okay.
recyclable.
Frozen veggies. A lot of plastic for sure, but is it recyclable?
I usually buy these.
Yeah, bird's eye.
Oh yeah,
seems
they are
like.
recyclable.
Store drop off.
And it says store drop off.
All right, that's
So
good. Okay,
This is good.
cool.
So I love this when it comes to snacks. The carton is recyclable, which is good. But then inside this carton, these bars, and this is not recyclable plastic, so we can't really buy these. So back you go. Bye bye.
Time to check out. We got our bags placed here. There we go.
This has seat option, and we just unchecked it because we want to be zero waste. All right. So we are back from our first zero waste grocery run.
Yes, and let's see how many of the items could we find from our shopping list.
So out of 21 items that we had on our list, we found 17 of them, which is a pretty good number, but there were definitely a few challenges.
Yes, the major challenge I think that we all had was in dairy section. So for cheese, we weren't necessarily able to find anything, let's say, like mozzarella or parmesan that was in a packaging that would have been recyclable. The second one was cream. We do end up using that quite often in cooking. So we weren't necessarily able to find, let's say, a Tetra Pak without a plastic lid on it, which technically was making it not zero waste. So it was a major disappointment for both of us for cheese and for cream.
And same issue we ran into when we went to the condiments section, where we could find bottles which were also like glass, but because the lids were plastic and were non-recyclable, we couldn't really get those either. And when we went to the dip section and we were trying to find tzatziki and hummus dips, they had these plastic films, because of which, again, that would end in landfill, so we couldn't buy those as well.
Yeah, it was a major disappointment in the snacking section for sure. So those are the things that we do end up buying on a very regular basis, and it was really hard for us to fathom that there aren't any zero waste alternatives that we could really buy for those products.
Yeah, and if you guys know of any stores or products for these items that are zero waste options or alternatives, please do let us know in the comment section below.
And if you guys are interested in trying out the Zero Waste Grocery Run Challenge, do try it and let us know how it went. Thank you. So we came to the Indian store because we had to get a couple things from here too, and look what we found. Ketchup in a glass bottle.